Alright, hey guys, Pax, welcome back to another Pokemon Pocket video. In this video, as you can see from the thumbnail, Mega Evolution is finally coming to Pokemon Pocket. Long awaited, and it's finally coming out. And yeah, in this video, we're pretty much going to be going over the 3 Megas that were revealed, as well as discussing which could be the best and the worst Mega currently, given this meta right now. But yeah, before we get into that, I'm just going to show the trailer right here, just in case you guys haven't seen it, and yeah, here we go. And yeah, that was a trailer, as you can see, very hype, basically announcing 3 very interesting cards. And as you can see right here, the main takeaway, first of all, is that Mega Evolutions, if you guys don't know, when your Mega Evolution Pokemon EX is knocked out, your opponent gets 3 points. In other words, if they knock this Pokemon out, they win. Primarily want to hold off. I feel like on this just playing these Pokemon, I feel like the best kind of value you can get is that if you get them out towards the late game. However, I mean, just looking at it, there are a lot of, I feel like some of these Megas you do get pretty good value going first, so this like in the early game. But yeah, also another takeaway is that it says right here, new season kicks off this fall, and you guys might be kind of confused because we basically have new seasons every month. But I feel like this basically insinuates there's a whole new line of this Pokemon, like a whole, like it's gonna be a whole new year pretty much. Because if you guys don't know, this game came out towards the end of October, so I feel like this marks the new just overall set. All these expansions right here, they are labeled A, so A1, A2, A3, and then you have like subsets like mini sets like Eevee Grove. You have like A1B, A1A. But with the new booster set, it's most likely going to be a new season, like as in it's going to be B. It's going to be B season. Last season was like, or this season is A season. Next season is B season. And I'm pretty sure this trailer kind of marks the beginning of that. So we're going to get B1, B1A, B1B. I feel like that's kind of the structure for the game. So each year, it's going to be a different letter pretty much. So first year is A, second year is B, third year is going to be C, and it's going to go down the list until freaking what, season 26 or whatever Z is. So yeah, because of that, also it's pretty vague. It's stated new season begins this fall, and I feel like that means that the pack that's coming out in like 10 days from now, as you can see right here, it's theorized that next A4A is coming out August 28th. That's not going to be this pack. It's not going to be the Megas, because if I was Dina, I would just flat out say it. I feel like that's like a huge, they should just definitely say like, oh, this pack is coming out like the 28th. Yeah, if you know Dina, if you know how they work, they kind of tell like updates like months ahead sometimes, which is kind of annoying because like, yeah, you kind of like why not now? Like, why can't you just release it now? An example of this is a trade update. They announced it, I think, like towards like, I think February or March, that there's gonna be a trade update. And of course, the update came out. The update came out in July. Same thing with the ranked update. If you guys don't know, they tweaked ranked a little bit. They announced it like a month ahead, 2 months ahead, and we're like why can't they just announce it right now? Like, why do you have to wait 2 months? But yeah, given that, most likely, and also just looking at this, I feel like Gen 2 needs more love. We don't have any Gen 2 starters that are EXs, and I feel like we need at least 1. And yeah, given that, I mean, mini booster packs, 2 mini booster packs does make sense. I feel like that makes a lot of sense. But at the same time, I feel like this trailer that we just watched kind of hinders the new pack, the packs coming out. Like, why would you summon these packs if freaking we're getting megas in like 2 months. So they better cook. They better cook with these because it feels kind of awkward releasing a trailer for packs 2 months ahead rather than a pack that's coming out allegedly in 10 days. So yeah, in this video we're pretty much going to be going over these 3 cards, kind of comparing them to cards that are currently out, seeing if they have good synergy, and yeah, we're just going to go from there. Also, we're using the website Pokemon Zone. I'll leave the link to this website in the description if you guys want to check it out. Very helpful overall for Pokemon Pocket. But yeah, we're just going to go down this list. So first card is Mega Altaria. So this is Mega Altaria EX, HP 190 stage 1. Yeah, if you guys don't know, when it comes to EXs, when it comes to Megas, there's no really second step. I mean, they could change it for Pokemon Pocket, but it's very much just like evolving to EX. So if you have a Swablu out, you can just evolve into Mega Altaria, and just like that. So it's pretty straightforward. Again, the main downside compared to just a regular EX is that this Pokemon, once knocked out, again, does take up 3 points. So your opponent basically wins. But yeah, HP 190, stage 1. Only 1 attack, Mega Harmony. 40 damage plus 30 more damage for each of your bench Pokemon. So you could do 130. So pretty good damage. I feel like, okay, looking at this, it does look somewhat of a liability. But again, looking at this, I feel like you do want to play this towards the mid to early game. I feel like you get the most value. And I feel like currently this card will just pop off because of one amazing psychic card. If you guys probably already know. Let's pull him up right here. Sylveon EX. This guy is going to make getting this guy out a lot faster, a lot easier. Because, yeah, dude, again, essentially, Professor's research, if a professor could fight. Yeah, so pretty good synergy. And again, psychic, so you could attack with this guy as well. You could do like a kind of like a 2-1. You can do a 2-3 strat where like you would have this guy towards the early game and then later on just sub in Mega Altaria. So you can definitely do that, depending on your RNG, of course. But if you guys pull this guy like your first turn, then yeah, of course, lead with him. But if you don't, then you can definitely lead with Sylveon. And yeah, looking at this, very interesting. Very interesting. The main downside I feel like is that it is a stage 1. So yeah, on the bright side, you can get him out a lot faster than stage 2s, but they won't get a Lily buff. They won't get the Lily healing because it is a stage 1, not a stage 2. But yeah, I can very much see decks where like they would run Sylveon EX, Espeon EX, and then Mega Altaria. I can't say that. Altaria. That's like a tongue twister for me. But yeah, this card, I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah, retreat is only 1 energy, so yeah, you can easily retreat. So yeah, very fast pace, good damage, but very scary given that 3 points. We shall see how this guy plays because I'm pretty sure this is probably going to be like a very broken like support card or something good. That's probably, I wouldn't be surprised if they release stadiums in this booster, in this new booster set. Because also keep in mind, it's theorized that it's going to be 3. It's going to be similar to the first booster set in the game. So it's going to be 3 packs. So we have one that's Altaria themed. Second one's Gyarados. Third one's Blaziken. Also keep in mind, these might not be even the craziest cards. Like they can very much add even crazier cards. Like if I were Dina, I would make it, imagine they make it like Gen 3 themed, where like they would have like Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza as the box legendaries. I feel like that would be super hyped. That would just yeah. Because currently I feel like Dina, like Pokemon Pocket overall, like it's hitting a dry spot. Like I feel like a lot of people are quitting. We're getting to that point in the game where like people like the early game high, like when the game came out, like people like just enjoying it. It's starting to die down, like the honeymoon phase for video games. This is kind of expected, but at the same time, I mean, when it comes to content, it has been kind of stale. So they definitely should add like some events that are actually enticing, PvE, PvP, whatever, something that can hook players, get them more involved. But yeah, that's Mega Altaria. And just looking at this, I mean, if you want just like a better look, looking at psychics, I mean, there's some pretty good psychic cards you could pair with this. You could definitely run Gengar, just like messing up your opponent. But yeah, I feel like the best value, you definitely want to run Sylveon. Like if you want, you can run Sylveon, you can run Mew as well. But Sylveon EX gets so much value. Miss Magius, another contender you could run. Pretty easy to get out. But yeah, I feel like also Giratina. yeah, never forget Giratina. So I can very much see Giratina getting some good synergy with Altaria. This guy is still a monster, of course. Xatu. I don't know about pairing Altaria with Xatu, but I've heard, I saw on Reddit, I saw a post basically stating that this guy might get some insane value. Because I'm probably gonna make a deck showcase of this. But yeah, Xatu and let's see, Typhlosion. Can't spell Typhlosion. These two have pretty good synergy. So Xatu, as you can see, flip a coin. If heads, your opponent's active Pokemon remaining HP is now 10. Typhlosion ability, once during your turn, you may make your opponent's active Pokemon burned. This is not a coin flip. This is a coin flip, but we have Will, which basically, if you guys don't know, Will basically guarantees that your first coin flip in that turn is a heads. So you could definitely pair Will with Xatu, as well as Typhlosion, and it's knocking out your opponent. Because, yeah, 10 HP, burn damage is 20, dead. And looking at these tanky-ass Pokemon right here, 190, 210, 210. So you're gonna get... You could just instantly win. Holy crap. Yeah, you could just instantly win with Xatu. This Nightmare Bird could get some pretty good value against the new Megas. So yeah, we shall see. They definitely could add some Mega supports to make them even more broken. Because I feel like they kind of need it, especially against this Xatu. But the bright side is that Xatu isn't really that meta relevant. I haven't seen him at all in ranked. And he's kind of a fun card. It's just a kind of cool experimental deck to use. But I feel like when Megas come out, they might be run a lot more. This combo right here, this 3-person combo, Will, Typhlosion, Xatu, I feel like this would be just utterly insane in the Mega meta, which is a pretty good alliteration. But yeah, that's a little speculation. Pretty good. Next Mega we're going to be going over is Mega Gyarados EX. This card is very similar to its EX counterpart. Let's just pull him up right here. So looking at the current Gyarados, which dominated the meta when it first came out, can't spell. Yeah, this guy right here. Rampaging Whirlpool requires 4 energy, does 140 damage. Discard a random energy from among the energy attached to all Pokemon, both yours and your opponent's. So it could definitely mess you up. It's definitely messed me up in the past before. HP 180, and then comparing it to this guy right here, yeah, HP 210, Mega Blaster, requires 4 energy, same thing, 140 damage, yeah. However, the main difference is that it discards the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck. So this card could mess you up a lot more. It could mess up your opponent a lot more than this. I mean, yeah, energy is pretty crucial, but at the same time, it could mess you up as well. And yeah, it's very RNG dependent in my opinion. But when it comes to this guy, still RNG dependent, but discarding your opponent's top 3 cards is insane. Because currently in this meta, there isn't really a way to get... I mean, there are cards that you could play that would put cards from a discard pile back into your hand, but they aren't really that meta relevant. Like if you look over here, like a good example is Fisherman. Bit of RNG, but flip 3 coins. For each heads, a water Pokemon is chosen at random from your discard pile and put it into your hand. So that could kind of counter Mega Gyarados, but at the same time, it's very situational because Fisher only works against water Pokemon. There's also, what's her name? The Celestic Town Elder. Put 1 random basic Pokemon from your discard pile into your hand, so you could counteract that. But I feel like this guy can get pretty good value, especially if your opponent is running stage 2s. Because, I mean, imagine you discard, like, both of your Pokemon, your opponent's stage 2 Pokemon. They're screwed unless they can get them back. So we shall see. I mean, they can definitely add a counter to this, especially if this kind of attack ability gets very prominent. They can definitely add a counter where, like, kind of like Monster Reborn from Yu-Gi-Oh, where you can revive one of your cards, or pretty much a better Celestic Town Elder. Like, they can very much add that. But yeah, this guy has some pretty good value, but again, very RNG dependent, and it is water, so I do pray that this card will be good. Like a Gyarados Enjoyer, I really do like this, and I feel like this is going to be the most frustrating to use because, again, if your opponent, yeah, currently in the meta, if your opponent discards a card that you need, like a Cyrus could be huge value to discard a Cyrus. Again, rare candies, imagine you discard 2 rare candies, yeah, your opponent can't do much. So this card could get some pretty good value, but at the same time, I mean, you could still, there's still an argument to run this guy, because again, this guy, of course, the main difference is that this guy only takes 2 points, this Pokemon 3 points, so yeah, this guy could very much just lose you the game. But at the same time, we shall see, but I'm pretty sure you can probably run both of these, right? Because this is a Mega Gyarados. This is different than this EX, so it's technically a different card. So I feel like you can definitely run a deck that's both, it has this guy and this guy. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like that makes sense. I mean, you could definitely run Gyarados EX with the non-EX version. So looking at this, I mean, they're 2 separate cards. They're on 2 separate calibers. This guy's a whole different level, in my opinion. But again, very similar with damage and attack ability, just messing up your opponent. But yeah, looking at water, looking at the cards, I mean, I can very much see this deck coming back. If you guys don't know, this deck was super prominent. Origin Form Palkia, Manaphy, and Gyarados. I can very much see that coming back. which is pretty cool because I mean, currently in the meta, it's been pretty stale when it comes to water Pokemon. Like there's some pretty good water Pokemon that they released recently, but nothing that meta changing. Like I haven't seen Primarina EX. I haven't seen her that prominent in tournaments. So I mean, yeah, this is probably the best EX water Pokemon they added in a while. And with that being said, I mean, yeah, water's been pretty stale. And again, Misty, very RNG dependent. You can very much just get this guy and just win your second turn. Yeah, with Misty. So a lot of potential, definitely. Like, yeah, just adding a bit of RNG to this RNG dependent game, which is expected for a card game. But yeah, we shall see. I mean, they should definitely add more like very broken water cards. But currently, I mean, there's really nothing that crazy. I mean, Kingdra came out in this current booster set, and I mean, it's whatever, I guess. This Gyarados is pretty interesting, but yeah, overall, we shall see. For now, I mean, personally, I feel like this might be the weakest EX just because of the archetype. Like, yeah, what makes this card Mega Altaria so good is the archetype. Sylveon EX gets so much value, still one of the best EXs currently. Kind of changes the game and your playstyle because you can just outdraw your opponent pretty much. And yeah, for this deck, you do want to get your whole bench basically just built, just like full. And Sylveon EX helps tremendously with that. So yeah, you can get some pretty good value with this Mega Bird right here. Whereas for Gyarados, I mean, the best thing about water is debatably Misty, I guess. I mean, Misty can definitely just win you the game, but very RNG dependent. But yeah, the last card we're going to be going over is Blaziken EX. This guy is an absolute monster. Essentially a better Solgaleo. Debatably, Solgaleo can be kind of better, but it really depends on your situation. But yeah, looking at this, HP 210, stage 2 of course, and 1 attack, Mega Burn, 120 damage, and then after attacking, discard a fire energy from this Pokemon, and your opponent's active is now burned. So you are doing 140. Yeah, so looking at this attack-wise, this is a lot better than Solgaleo EX. Yeah, I'm just gonna pull him up right now. So Solgaleo, this card, still pretty fun to use. As you can see, this guy has, let's pull him up. Damn. Yeah, this guy has 30 more HP than this guy. After attacking, this Pokemon also does 10 damage to itself. A good counter to this is Leftovers, because Leftovers does heal 10 after your turn ends. So pretty good. But yeah, looking at this attack-wise, definitely better. But when it comes to ability, I feel like Rising Rose is pretty good. When it comes to Blaziken, I mean, yeah, it doesn't have an ability, so you do want to kind of play this guy. So I feel like to maximize this guy, you do want to basically have nobody in your bench, because I mean, Sabrina could very much just stall you, depending on your bench line. Like, yeah, Sabrina could mess you up. But again, you could definitely run X speed to make this a lot easier. And speaking of X speed, this guy only has 1 retreat value, so pretty easy retreat overall. This guy's gonna be very fun. Oh my gosh, I feel like a very broken combo is with Sylveon EX. Let's just pull him up yet again. Sylveon EX getting a lot more value, because looking at this guy, Sylveon, for one thing, does have a retreat value of 1. So yeah, you could definitely run X speed in this deck. And looking at this guy, I mean, yeah, this guy, you do kind of want to get him out. I feel like he's going to be super dominant if you can get him out towards the early game. Towards the early to mid game, I feel like he's going to see the most prominence, because yeah, he can pretty much, if you go second and get this guy out your second turn, he can just attack. Just do 140 damage to your opponent's active, and your opponent really can't compete. And guess what? Stage 2, you get Lily support. So you're getting some very good support, and because of that, I feel like running Sylveon EX, you can get some pretty good value. The main downside for this is that if you do run Sylveon EX / Mega Blaziken deck, Oricorio will get huge value. Yeah, Oricorio is still a Nightmare Pokemon. But we shall see, because this is Pokemon that are EXs. But I feel like it will still kind of encompass this, because yeah, this is a different, like, it's different than regular EXs, but it's still labeled as an EX. So I assume that Oricorio will be effective against this guy. If not, then damn, that's gonna be insane. But currently, yeah, this guy is pretty cool. Very interesting Pokemon overall. And when it comes to supporting fire cards, I mean, you can definitely run, I guess, Heat more just to counteract Oricorio. Yeah. Looking at this, I feel like the ideal pairing currently is probably Sylveon EX. Just like from first impressions, yeah, this is very interesting. I really do love how dominant fire is in general. Like, it's just pure damage, just destroying your opponent, and it's very fun overall. Yeah, looking at this, I mean, Flareon, sure, you could run Magby. Yeah, you can definitely run Magby just to, like, if you go first. Magby's pretty good, especially if you go first. Just like, yeah, if you go first, running Magby, and you can somehow get Blaziken out your second turn, he's gonna be fully built. So yeah, Magby Blaziken decks, definitely can see that, as well as, of course, Sylveon EX. Very promising card. And yeah, looking at it, my ranking for all 3 megas that were revealed is the worst, in my opinion, is Gyarados. Second best is probably Mega Altaria. Third is Blaziken. So yeah, that's my ranking. Again, Mega Gyarados could be a lot better. Like, definitely, like, I can very much see this like just being super huge. I could definitely be wrong. Again, it's very hard to kind of speculate because there could be very broken water support that will come out. Currently in this meta, water is struggling. It's like definitely the worst archetype, color archetype so far. And Psychic, again, Sylveon. And then when it comes to Blaziken, like, just doing 140 damage. That burn damage could definitely win you the game, and it's pretty good too. Like 140 to 160 if he can't heal or like evolve. Yeah, could definitely win in a game, and also a lot tankier than Mega Altaria. And keep in mind, again, stage 2, so you got Lily. On top of this health, you have Lily support, whereas stage 1s, they don't really have any survivability supports. Like, they don't really have any like healing specifically for stage 1s. Which, I mean, kind of makes sense. Like, stage 2s are just kind of, on paper, they should be pretty hard to get out. But again, rare candies do help out a lot. But yeah, still a bit of RNG. And yeah, that's the ranking. Kind of expected that we would get Pokemon over 200 HP eventually. But it is kind of sad. Just rest in peace to Charizard. This original Charizard. Yeah, we finally have Pokemon that can survive him without, like, survive his second attack without any tools. Without any Poke tools. Yeah, that's Blaziken, and this guy can survive with 10 HP, so pretty unfortunate, but at the same time, it's bound to happen. And I feel like it's kind of like passing the torch off to a new generation, because I mean, again, this guy came out in the first booster set, so just passing it off to Blaziken as the dominant starter. And yeah, dude, I feel like Blaziken has, again, most potential as well. That's why I think he's the best. Best currently, that's like out of these 3 in the current meta, and has the most potential. Because, I mean, they can very much add... I wouldn't be surprised if they add more fire supports just to make them even more broken. But this fire in general is just very solid. I feel like it's just always been this solid. Charizard EX, Shining Revelry, has been super meta relevant. A couple of packs ago, it got a buff, which was pretty cool to see. And still kind of viable to this day. Can do 170 damage, which is pretty good. And yeah, given that, I mean, yeah, fire just good. It's just goated. That's basically it. Whereas when it comes to Psychic, I mean, Sylveon, we got Sylveon, yeah. But previously, it's been kind of stale. Like, I feel like the best, aside from Sylveon, the best Psychic card is probably Giratina EX. But even with Giratina EX, I mean, there's a lot of decks where you don't even run Giratina in a Psychic deck. Like, for our pure Psychic, when it comes to just pure Psychic decks, Giratina, I mean, it's just built different. This guy can be run in any deck at all. But yeah, Altaria, you want to run in a pure Psychic most likely, because looking at this energy, it does require 2 Psychics. Talking a lot, but yeah, that's basically the video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below in regards to these 3 megas. But that's currently what we know as of now. We also, yeah, as I stated earlier in the video, it is speculated that this will come out towards the end of October. So we might have 2 mini sets coming out, most likely. So pretty awkward. Again, like, they announced this, and then, like, let's say, like, in probably 5 days from now, they're probably gonna announce like the one that's coming out this month. It's gonna stir up a bit of confusion. I feel like for people who just see it, there's like blind, there's people like, yeah, who just like blindly just looking at this that don't really follow the news and stuff. They're gonna be confused. And I feel like there might be there's gonna be definitely a lot of confusion. Like, people looking at the new pack, like if they do reveal a new mini set that's coming out in, like, yeah, according to this website, speculated in 10 days from the time I'm uploading this video, I bet you there's gonna be a bunch of comments being like, is this like, where's the megas? Like, are they coming out? And at the same time, there's gonna be definitely a loss in revenue, because looking at the megas, there are definitely gonna be people that are gonna be saving for when B1 comes out. But at the same time, I mean, yeah, they definitely gotta cook with this mini set, because I still want a Feraligatr. I want Feraligatr. I want at this point, Typhlosion. I'll take Typhlosion, Meganium. I want an EX of them. Something that can definitely be very meta relevant for the foreseeable future. I'll definitely make a video once the trailer comes out. It just feels so weird to announce. I mean, I get it. They're trying to gain hype for the game, but they're going to lose revenue. And it's kind of sad to see, because, I mean, Gen 2 is huge. Like, Gen 2, personally, is one of my favorite gens. Like that's the gen that got me in to Pokemon. I want to see a lot of EXs from Gen 2. Like this, yeah, Tyranitar, screw it, another Togekiss EX, sure, why not? But yeah, that's the video. Overall, very hyped. That's basically all we know currently. And if new news comes out, I'll definitely be covering it on my channel. With that being said, I consider liking and subscribing. That really does help me out a ton, especially as a small-time content creator. So I do want to apologize for getting this out relatively slow, because I am aware that this came out last night from the time I'm uploading this video, but I wasn't at my house last night, so I couldn't really record. The one night that I wasn't at my house this month was when they dropped this, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? Really, hindsight-wise, I probably should have expected this, because I mean, they kind of teased that something was going to be revealed, but I didn't really know for sure. But yeah, that's the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want more. And yeah, with that being said, I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.